This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Wait, set, fly, 20. Watch it, go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Ball 66.
On first down, Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, set, ready, check it, reload. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to White. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady gives to Michel, and he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. They'll run with Michel. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Easy.
From midfield, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Back. Shift.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Wait, 29. Alpha. Check. Block 54. Check.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 50. Switch.
They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. eluding the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Green 80.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Under 10. Look for signal. 10.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Check
It's a
foot,
gain
check
of
foot.
3.
Check.
Brings up third
Good
and
foot.
11.
Green 80.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Check. One left.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson being chased out left. And his pass incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Check 9. Switch.
Gun.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Alert 3. Check. Crouch. Crouch. Quick the edge. Come. Shoot.
Hey, zero, green 80.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, set, play, 20.
Mike 5-4. Check tight.
20 hit.
On 1st down, Michelle. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Right there. All day, baby.
Hey, set, 53.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. And that's complete. It's Watson. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Wait, that. Ready?
Check. Watch 54. 72.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go, defense. 6-6.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Wait, 20. Shadow.
Come on, D.
Mike, go bandit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Hey, let's go.
Brady now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, but now it's third and goal. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Safe, safe, safe.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson eluded. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 3, check 3. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Deuce, deuce, deuce.
Now Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Jim, 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 Jim. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Wilson to throw on third down. Flush to his right. Open man is Gordon, complete. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 37, check 37. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Ankle. Shoot. 49, check 49.
14.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 51 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. What?
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
51, Mike. Hustle. Go. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Well left. We want it. Come to zoom. Hey, 58.
Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground is Michel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st down, here's White. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 26 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Check.
I'm coming. Check 31. Check your hot read.
19.
From the 36, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Good job right there.
We got three.
Now it's Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ready?
He's telling right here. Hey.
Good job right there.
36.
Here's Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
380.
51.
25.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wilson to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Pick me up. Here we go. SOS. Check 24. Check 24. Switch it. Sponge. No. Check 26. Check 26.
Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And an alley to run. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Right there.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On second and 9, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? You're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
Shit! Right strong! Try ball!
Friday!
Ball trot! No! Off! Shit!
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Three down!
Watch the safety creep! All go special! Tight dog! 19.
Hey, alert 3! Showing it!
Hey guys, listen.
Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
51, Mike 51! Nice, sweetheart!
Hey, Mike 51! Gun! We're looking for signals.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Three down.
Check 52.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Wait, 20! 55! Who that?
On 3rd down, Michelle. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Wait, 20. I got it.
On first down, White. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On second down, Michelle, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they did a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Michelle, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2 yards on the
That's it, baby.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Alert 3.
All go special. All go special.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. 25 yards that time. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
51.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Check. Lucky.
Alert. Gun.
That's it. 51's the mic.
Hey, check.
Hey, 0.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Kill. kill. Kill, kill.
Left hash, left hash.
51. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 51 to Mike. 51.
Throwing again. Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
Go 14. Hey, easy. Check.
Max box. Mike.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike 51.
Four down.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Watch the run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
51. Exit.
Four down.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
At the 1-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Lynch. And he's into the end zone. Got some overtime. A little.